Hello YouTubers, I want to welcome you to another edition of Bargain Bin Amps. And finally we're ready to take on part 2, right, the real inexpensive pedal board, or at least has the makings to be the pedal board. Now if you'll remember in part 1, and I hope you subscribe because I often reference old videos and it's an easy way to find them. In any case, so I have this pedal board, right, that I had gotten. It was $2, right, at the equivalent of a thrift store, kind of a construction thrift store. And it was $2, and it had what looked to be a potential of being a pedal board, though it had a lot of excess wood on it and things. So I had to get a specialty tool to deal with that, to make it more like a pedal board. And I'll show you what that specialty tool is. You may not possess one, you know, but it'd be something to consider, you know, if you wanted to do this kind of thing. So let me show it to you here. Here we go. This is called a hammer. See that? Right? And, well, this is almost a kitty hammer. It's very small. In any case, so, to get rid of some of this excess wood that just wasn't needed, I used one of these. And I was quite surprised at how just a couple of taps removed a lot of the wood. And I'll show you what these pieces are. First I removed these things. Very bizarre. Right? They're like glued together. This one had 2 spare screws, I don't know. And then this kind of, I don't know what that is, some kind of wood paneling of some sort. See that? And these were under the board. And here's the other one. So there were 2 of them, right? Weird, huh? And I started looking at it and I was like, wait a minute, I don't need any of this. So I just took a little hammer to it and they popped right off, no problems. There we go. And on top of that, another specialty tool was required. And that was to remove these things. And there were 2 of them. I guess they were for bracing or something, I don't know. But they had some screws there. Now let me show you the specialty tool. You may not own one of these either. You know, it's pretty specialized. In fact, maybe this would be a good time to announce that you probably don't have this specialty tool. However, you can find it at most dollar stores. And in fact, well, I made a sizable investment, you know, to continue working on the board. And here it is. Right? And this involves something called a screwdriver. A Phillips screwdriver. And in this particular set from the dollar store, we have both. A standard screwdriver right here, which is flat. Right? See that? Okay. And then this bad boy, look at this. Whoa. Phillips bad boy screwdriver. It's the bad boy of rock from the dollar store. So you may need something like that. and it will come in handy. What's that? I know, no woodworking in the house, I get it. Nag. So here it is. This is where we're at right now. Alright, we're getting there, starting to come together. It's kind of weird removing wood instead of adding. And in fact, we're going to do that right now. That's right. Please don't try this at home. Only trained professionals should attempt. Very easy to hurt yourself. Okay. First thing we're going to do is take this Phillips screwdriver, and there's some excess wood there still. Right here, see that? We're going to get rid of that. You just don't need it. Here we go. So there's a screw right there. And there we go. And so let's see if that will take care of it. Well, that's a thin screw. There it is. The screw has been removed. Let's see where we're at. Boom. There it is. So we can get rid of that. And that leaves us with kind of a two-sided pedal board, right? Now, for some reason, there's some screws somewhere around here. Oh yeah, on the other side here. There's screws here and here and here, and you'll see that they're actually angled in from the side. And it's kind of hard to see. I'll try to get you a better picture of that. Where is it? Yeah. Do you see them there? On the side there. Right there, you see that? So let's get rid of those. That's downright dangerous. I mean, you could fall, and if you had that in the wrong place, you could really hurt yourself. So we're going to get rid of these with a screwdriver here. Boy, it's such a weird angle. Kind of hard to do. Come on! Look, I'll use the hammer if you meet me. Okay, let's try this one. Alright, hold on. This may take a while. My goal is to get those screws out. Alright, well this took a while, my goodness. Turns out, our super tool here, the Phillips screwdriver, oops, this is a flat one, hold on. Where is it? Well, it was so worthless anyway. Where'd it go? Okay, here it is. Well, this didn't work at all. It didn't remove the screws. I kept trying to unscrew them and it just wouldn't do anything. And here are the actual screws. There were 4 of them. I don't know if you can see that, but... And they were in at an angle, which is weird. But guess what I did? I used the super tool number 1, called the hammer, and I just knocked a little bit, like that, you know, and pushed it out, you know, instead of from the top, from the bottom, going backwards, and then used the other end of the hammer to pull them out, and that worked. So that's a good deal right there. Now, I'll share something with you about this board that I did not realize earlier, and that is We have different materials here. This one is ply. You can tell right away. But this one, I think, is particle board. You know, very different. Anyway, so this side's a little damaged as a result. I don't know why that is, but okay. So anyway, so here it is. And I mean, we've knocked off about half of its weight. You know, it's pretty heavy to begin with. And that's a lot lighter. And now the problem is it's still going to sit flat. Right, you see that? It's going to sit flat here. So one thing I'm doing is cutting on each end at an angle here so that it'll kind of sit like that. It'll be kind of like that. That'd be really cool, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, now, here's the other thing. What cables and power adapter and all that business are we going to add to this, and where does it need to go? And I'm thinking, just an idea, I mean, it's preliminary, unless we get some other, you know, little pedals or something, which we might do, I don't know, and create a board around this thing. Ugh. That's a big pedal. That's a Digitech Jam Man. Looper with delay. It's a lot of fun. It's a looper and it has a built-in delay and it syncs, you know, kind of like my other boards do. Syncs, but it's not via MIDI at all, or at least the MIDI is built in, I don't know. But basically you've got to press a button and it syncs the delay to the loops. Very interesting pedal. You know, discontinued now, but see, that's a big boy. Right there. So we might build a pedal board around that. That would leave us some space on the bottom here. Bottom shelf, I guess it would be, for other pedals, and then one pedal right here on top. Don't know. We'll see about that. Maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay. Now here's another thing. What we could do is, well, we could paint it black. Right? You know, if you wanted to. And put some Velcro right here, or use some dual lock to hold the pedals down. And then depending, we could have underneath the board maybe a power strip or a little pedal power supply under there, right? And again, it looks like it's going to be 2 rows again. So maybe have a hole all the way down here, you know, where the power from the little pedal power supplies could go through and power up all the pedals. That's one other possibility. I don't know yet. You know, I think probably the hardest thing about this thing is going to be the angling, right? To have it angle instead of being flat like that, right? To have it angled here, make it a little more convenient to use. You know, or I mean, you could be, if you didn't want to cut a hole in it, you know, here. Right, along the top of it there, right, to let cables through under, coming up from the bottom. There's already a hole there, in fact. You could just run them from behind, you know, from here, and just come up over and power them that way. Don't know yet. We will cover this in part 3. But I do see it now. I really see its potential as a pedal board. When I first saw it, I thought that it could be done, but there was just all that excess wood, you know, and it made it really heavy too, that we just don't need. So here we're kind of ahead of the game here for for our $2 pedal board here. Alright, so stay tuned for part 3. Alright, very good. See you next time. Okay, bye.